What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Timeless Movie Podcast, episode number 8. My name is Victor Vasquez. Thank you so much for coming back and listening. I hope everybody's having a great weekend. It is September 18th already. And on this specific episode, I wanted to go over the movie Free Guy. I know that this movie came out almost exactly a month ago, but I finally got a chance to see it, write down some notes, and I wanted to really just discuss what I thought about the movie, and of course, answer the very important question that only I am asking. Is this film timeless? So let's go ahead and jump right into the first segment where I really want to just talk about some of the reasons of why I wanted to watch this movie. 2 words right off the bat: Ryan Reynolds. He's come out in so many different movies, and he's a really good actor. He's came out in films like The Proposal, Definitely Maybe, or Waiting, but it wasn't really until Deadpool that I was just blown away at how hilarious he could be. From that point on, I always had a specific interest in watching Ryan Reynolds films. So now I had this chance to actually go see Free Guy. I saw some of the trailers for the film, and they look pretty interesting. One of the things that obviously caught my eye was the graphics and the visuals of the film. It shows off a lot of the stuff in the trailer, but you see Ryan Reynolds put on these specific glasses where they're so unique that they'll actually allow you to see different types of areas because this movie does take place inside of a PC or video game in that specific film. So that's the reason why these glasses that, again, will get explained in the film, that they actually provide specific players with access to different areas, ability to buy different stuff like you would normally see in a video game. And so showing off those visuals in the trailers was such a good idea because, again, it got my attention. It looks so unique and different. So I'm like, all right, sounds like a good concept. So again, that's one of the areas that really got me into seeing it. And then again, it's a comedy. The fact that it's going to be something that I can hopefully laugh to, and I've laughed at previous different films that Ryan Reynolds has come out in. So it gave me more incentive to actually go out and watch it in theaters. All right, let's go ahead and jump into a quick summary of the film. This movie really revolves around Guy. He's a bank teller in a city called Free City. We end up realizing after a few minutes that Free City is actually a PC game, like I had mentioned earlier. It's being played by millions of people around the world in this film. Think of it like a GTA, Grand Theft Auto, or any other multiplayer open world game. As you would expect in most games, there are characters that are played by specific users, like ourselves. But there's also NPCs, or non-playable characters. These are the background characters that appear in games, and they're really just there to add some depth and really just do the same thing over and over again. Guy, in this instance, who is played by Ryan Reynolds, is an NPC. All he does is work at the bank, talks to his best friend Buddy, who's a security guard, and he gets robbed from time to time by real-world players. But what happens when a background character wants to become more than just an extra in a game? And that's what ends up unraveling in this specific film. We follow Guy, who, after meeting this wonderful and beautiful girl called Mazel Tov Girl, played by Jodie Comer, falls in love. And at this moment, when he falls in love, it ends up opening so many doors for Guy, where he now realizes that he doesn't want to be a bank teller for the rest of his life. He wants to be the hero of his own story. And so he faces various challenges, such as trying to woo Mazel Tov Girl, escaping the same routine of his daily life, and eventually saving Free City from imminent danger. After watching the movie, to me, the theme was really how we can do things that we normally thought we couldn't after you find something that you love. That love can really be anything. It can be the love of a person, the love of a job, an idea, a concept. It's endless, really. But the main point is that when you love something, you're willing to really go out of your way to continue to experience that feeling or emotion. In Guy's case, he loves Mazel Tov Girl, so he did anything he could to see her and get a chance to talk with her, even leading him to be the hero of Free City and saving countless of NPC characters. I won't jump into how he's able to save them or what that danger is. Again, I want you guys to experience it on your own. But it is a really overall a great message and a fun film as well. Also, the cast is super awesome. You have Ryan Reynolds obviously playing the main character, but again, like I mentioned, Jodie Comer. You also have Taika Waititi, Joe Keery, Lil Ray Howery, and a bunch of cameos that I am not going to mention on this specific podcast. And again, if you have seen those, let me know what was your favorite cameo that you saw down in the comments below. But a lot of funny moments that came out in the film, and it just made it a lot more enjoyable. All in all, I laughed various times in the movie, and I got a good chance to experience a fun, different type of concept movie than I have been seeing, from compared to Suicide Squad or Black Widow or anything else like that. Just a great experience overall in the movie theaters. All right, I want to also highlight what actor or actress performance that I really liked in the film. Like I mentioned, the cast was really spot on. Again, different types of personalities were being played, but I got to give it to Ryan Reynolds. Just like in Deadpool, he has some great lines and funny jokes, but I think it's really his delivery that gets me to laugh and really react to anything that he's saying. He also played the nice guy teller very well. He showed, again, how nice guys can really still be the heroes of their stories. Typically in other films or movies, some of the nice guys, they finish last, just like that analogy says. But in this one, he shows that just by being himself, he can still succeed in no matter what he wants to do. Of all the funny scenes that came out in the film, Ryan Reynolds was involved in almost all of them. I do want to clarify, again, I'm not saying that nobody else was funny, but his hilarious, scenes and reactions and just delivery just made it over the top for me. Taika Waititi's character was also hilarious. He was really an antagonist to a lot of the main characters and protagonists in the film. And it's just, again, that Ryan Reynolds shows off his skills as a comedic actor, which, again, that's why it stands out to me. And I just can't help but picture Deadpool every time I see Ryan Reynolds saying different types of jokes or hear any specific types of jokes. It's just, I always have that in the back of my head now. It's like Deadpool. I can hear Deadpool. So, again, Ryan Reynolds just really killed it in this performance as well. All right, time to jump into my favorite scene or moment of the movie. I do want to give major spoiler warnings for this scene. Just in case anybody that has not seen it, I am going to explain what is happening and give a little bit of detail of the plot of the movie. So if you have not seen the movie, please leave now. All right, hopefully that gave everybody enough of a warning. So my favorite scene in the movie was easily near the end, where a guy actually has to face off against a created character called Dude. And what's funny about this Dude character is that he is basically the body of a bodybuilder. He is jacked. It was just crazy how big this guy was that they got to act as Dude. But the part that had me dying was the character's face was Ryan Reynolds. And at this point of the movie, they actually had to bring in this character to try to stop Guy from saving Free City. But he wasn't fully developed. So he only had 50% of his brain created as a character. And so he could not finish sentences completely. He was saying some of the most ridiculous stuff. It was awesome. And I really enjoyed that Dude character as well. Anyway, they end up fighting Guy versus Dude. And Dude is pummeling Ryan Reynolds' character as Guy. And he's about to get smashed by this death blow from the Dude character, when all of a sudden, Guy is able to find some special glasses, the ones I was mentioning before, where he can now pull up specific types of weapons as backup. And as soon as Dude throws a death blow, Guy selects Captain America's shield. That's right, I said it. He's able to pull up Captain America's shield. It comes out of nowhere, and then you immediately hear the Avengers theme song playing in the background as he blocks the death blow, and I lost in the movie. I was super hyped. Again, as you guys are well aware, I am a huge Marvels fan. And so when I heard that Avengers theme song, I got goosebumps. I saw Captain America's shield. And what's even crazier is that as soon as he blocked Dude's death blow, it immediately cuts to cameo. And that cameo that I'm going to spoil is Chris Evans, played Steve Rogers and Captain America. He comes out looking at his phone saying, "What the shit?" And he can't believe that he's actually seeing the shield come out with Free Guy. So that was an awesome moment. And then what's even better, what caps it off, is that after he blocks it, he then selects with his unique glasses Hulk's fist as a weapon, and he punches Dude in the face, which sends him flying. Later on in the scene, he actually selects a lightsaber, and the Star Wars theme song also plays. Great stuff. I'm so happy that they were able to add stuff like that. And it just made sense. You're in a video game, and in some video games, you're able to bring in from different properties like Marvel or Star Wars or DC, whatever it is. It was just so cool that they brought in those elements, and it just made that scene even more enjoyable for me to be able to at least experience it as well. All right, now I want to jump into if I recommend this film for you guys to watch. I actually would recommend this film. It doesn't have to be in theaters. If you have a chance to either buy it on Blu-ray or you stream it at home, I think it's a fun movie to watch. Again, the visuals are really a cool aspect, and they're really awesome for me. Obviously, there's a lot of CGI that was needed to create some of these specific scenes, but it still looked pretty real to me. It still looked like something that, again, can pass off as, something like, whoa, that, obviously it's not going to be all real, but there's still some elements that at least made it something that you can at least enjoy, and it doesn't take you away from what you're watching. And of course, the jokes and the funny moments are some of the biggest reason why I would recommend this movie to you guys. It isn't the funniest movie that I've seen in my life. Obviously, there's other funnier movies, but it's still something of a great story that just has those nice little laughing moments and good scenes that, again, will make you chuckle here and there. Also, if you're a gamer, and if you're really into PC and mobile games, I think this one would be a good one to watch as well. A lot of different types of cameos that also are around the PC gaming world. They might appear in this movie. I'm not going to spoil who. But again, just a lot of different types of elements that I feel like can encompass a big crowd. Whether you're into video games, whether you're into Ryan Reynolds, whether you're into the action or the visuals, whatever it is, this movie is a recommend from me. And it also has a lot of references and cameos. So again, you can never go wrong with that. All right, we are in the last segment, which is really the hardest question that I have to ask. And it's, is Free Guy a timeless movie? This movie definitely has the potential to be timeless. I would still prefer other comedy movies over this one. For example, if you told me I can only choose one Ryan Reynolds movie to watch, I would still prefer one of the Deadpool ones over this one. But then again, if I ever wanted to see that scene of Captain America's shield or the lightsaber, I would definitely want to pull up this film and watch it again. So again, the potential is there, but for me at this very moment, this film is not timeless. Just to clarify, I like the movie a lot, but I just don't see myself rewatching it over and over again. I would much rather, again, watch Deadpool, Deadpool 2, other films of that nature as well. Those are just my thoughts and opinions though, guys, but I want to hear from you. What do you guys think? Did you enjoy Free Guy? Have you gotten a chance to go see it? If you haven't, are you planning to go to theaters or just wait till it's available for streaming? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you really like this content, again, guys, hit the like button and the notification bell for subscribing. I would really appreciate all that support and really want to hear from you guys and get some feedback on this podcast as well. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. This has been Victor Vasquez covering episode 8 about Free Guy on the Timeless Movie Podcast. I'll catch you guys next time as we cover the next film and we try to consider it a timeless movie. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your weekend. Take care.